Good morning everyone, my name is Timothy. Today I want to share my opinion about the air quality in Hong Kong. Over recent years, the air quality in Hong Kong is getting worse, and therefore Hong Kong government is trying to combat this problem with different means, such as establishing air inspection stations and implementing a vehicle emission control program. However, the air quality still cannot meet the standards set by World Health Organization.
According to the Hong Kong Environmental Protection Department, road transport is found as one of the main source categories of air pollutants in Hong Kong. Therefore, I think the government should focus on emissions from vehicles in order to tackle this problem. It can be achieved by encouraging the use of electric cars due to its main advantage, which is absence of pollutant emissions. The government can take the following 3 steps to increase the popularity of electric vehicles, which are constructing more charging infrastructure, introducing an electric vehicle leasing scheme, and offering electric vehicle allowance. First of all, it is necessary to build more charging infrastructure as a supporting facility for the use of electric vehicles. Given that most electric cars can only go about 100 to 200 miles before recharging, the government can build the charging points in various places to cater the needs of different types of car owners. For the daily commuting purpose, which is less than 200 miles a day, charging points can be built in residential car parks for them to recharge the electric vehicles overnight after daily use. For the vocational use, such as taxis and vans, due to its long driving distance, which is more than 200 miles a day, more public charging stations should be constructed to provide halfway recharging services. Besides, considering the convenience of those drivers, fast charging standards is recommended, because its charging time is less than 30 minutes. It is suggested that the whole construction plan takes 5 years to build 400 charging infrastructure, including 350 residential charging points and 50 public fast charging stations. After having enough charging infrastructure, it is right for the government to introduce an electric vehicle leasing scheme as a transitional initiative to increase the use of electric cars. This program is able to offer a comprehensive experience of driving an electric vehicle in terms of features and operating costs to car owners during the leasing period for the sake of enhancing their confidence towards electric cars. Besides, the price of electric cars is still high relative to traditional cars with combustion engine, because the development of electric vehicles is still not completely mature. Therefore, this scheme can also effectively reduce the reluctance of changing to use electric cars. The rental scheme should last for 2 years to let drivers adapt to the difference of electric cars. Lastly, after the above temporary leasing scheme, offering allowance on buying electric vehicles should be launched at the end of 3 steps. This allowance aims to provide incentive for the traditional car owners to purchase a brand new electric car to actually increase the popularity of electric vehicles rather than a provisional using peak during the rental period. The allowance can be offered on a quota basis within a certain period to stimulate the purchase quickly. Referring to China, owners of purely electric cars in 5 pilot cities have been eligible for a subsidy of 60,000 RMB since 2010. Therefore, it is suggested that the first 1,000 applicants can enjoy a 30% subsidy up to $60,000 as the maximum amount per each electric vehicle within 5 years in order to attract potential car owners to shift to electric cars.
Obviously, the problem of air pollution cannot be solved overnight. However, with the whole comprehensive plan to speed up the development of electric car, it is my conviction that the Hong Kong government can make a great difference in air quality in the foreseeable future.